Welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, life fire extinguished. You want me to do it again?
What did you say? No, I am Tori Shake It Up Thompson.
My name is Tyler, the Orb Matheson.
Okay, so you know how like people say like, "Oh, my life was on fire," so like mine was, and now it's extinguished. That's what I was trying to get at.
You fucking crushed it. So
Yeah, thanks,
keep it up.
man.
Good on you. I love that.
I do what I can.
Listen, gang, I've
Yeah,
been thinking that we've been at this show now for a little over 200 episodes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to hit me with how many years we have been doing this, and I'm not ready for that information.
No, it's been a lot of years, and you can really tell.
I don't want to perceive that passage of time, please. Thank you.
I perceive all passage of time in podcasts. I just only... I don't even look at a calendar anymore. I just go by podcasts.
Yeah.
Episode 200, let's see. So episode 1 was on this day, so 200... They do it one week.
My first child was born.
Yeah, my first child was born when I was sort of just getting into Behind the Bastards, so...
It was like episode 320.
Yeah, so I was thinking that maybe we should make this show worthwhile and actually like give it a purpose. Because like
it's about time
so
it got
far
good.
it's been hey, what if this is hard for people to imagine. Our sick idea was what if white people talk and they think they're funny. And so that's kind of been our niche, our little slice of the pie. But like,
at least you have a minority on the show. Kinda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tyler's Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah. Hey.
So
It's okay. I can engage in stereotype. I'm Italian.
So I was thinking, like, rapid fire. We try and come up with like a strong purpose for this show, Baseless Claims, that we've been, working.
Oh,
on for so long.
200 episodes in. Now we find a purpose for it.
I
Yeah,
think
of
now we
course.
find a purpose. So if
Okay. It seems about a good time.
yeah, can I hit you with a couple ideas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
for
for it. Go for it.
Okay, number 1, finding DB Cooper. Because where the fuck that lad go?
He's dead.
Well, that's
Many experts would not agree.
there's a lot of things we could uncover.
No. This man jumped out of a moving plane at several hundred miles per hour
I've done that.
with a faulty parachute
You don't
In
know
the-
that.
in the dead of winter.
How the hell would you know if it's faulty?
It was winter in California. That's barely winter.
I have watched and read way more about DB Cooper than the average person. The motherfucker is dead. There's no way he survived that fall.
Yeah, well, I watched something that said it could be this one guy in Florida. So go eat dicks.
Cool. What was the basis on that? Was it just some guy heard some guy say that some guy was this guy?
That's 90% of all documentaries. That
So look at it.
that is literally like the basis of what we consider to be fact in this very fragile world.
Yeah.
Is one guy told one guy something that another guy thought he heard through another person. And that's what holds all of our institutions together. So I'd like to maybe not do the DB Cooper, because if we swing the chisel a little too hard, we might fracture the very fabric of society. And I don't
That is
really
true.
want to do that in podcast form. But I do love that you're thinking about it, though.
Yeah, the direction is great. I love the direction. Maybe
Okay.
just not the subject.
Okay. Reviewing Pepsi, but it's only the Peeps flavor.
See, that's
Let's-
my kind of ball game right there. That's
Sure. Have you tried the Peeps flavored Pepsi?
I have not. I'm not going to criticize you for drinking the Pepsi or saying like, oh, this sounds gross, because I've never had it. I can't say that. But what I will...
I have. It's
will-
dog shit.
I will voice a concern, though, is how can we continue milking that for more content? Well, I guess you guys did it with Skyrim, so...
exactly. You can keep going at it for years. Skyrim is truly the gift that keeps on giving.
Eat up, piggies. Eat your slop, gamers.
One thing I would like to point out right now is that Tay has better journalistic ethics when it comes to Peeps flavored Pepsi than literally any other topic on earth. Tay has given full-blown movie reviews on this podcast, having never seen the source material.
It's entirely true.
Even in 15-second chunks via TikTok, she's not absorbed it. So
Am
like
I not
it's
watching
wild.
the movie?
It's
no.
wild.
Am I not watching the movie that way?
No, I'm saying you haven't even seen it in 15-second chunks on TikTok and you're giving
Oh,
full-blown
okay.
reviews. So it's wild that you've come to the conclusion that like, well, I can't give a fair judgment on Peeps flavored Pepsi. That's a wild one to draw a line in the sand with.
But hey, you're learning, you're listening, you're growing, and I respect you for that.
I am. You guys have taught me a lot. Not good things, but you've taught me a lot.
You know a lot more words that are going to not be great if you say them to certain people.
Especially on job applications.
Yeah.
Not good words for that.
It says here that one of your relevant hobbies is slur research.
Yeah. Look, it's purely academic.
Oh yeah, I'm a bit of an enthusiast myself.
Yeah, I love looking through old dictionaries and just seeing what wild shit they were putting in there. Merriam-Webster back in like 1884, they had some crazy ones.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm just an intellectual fan of slurs. I'm not a practicing slur user, but
It's more of a sociological kind of experiment. I like to know the history of it. Not to practice. Again, I'm not practicing. It's pure. I got my PhD and I just observe. I like the Peeps flavored Pepsi because it's fucking brilliantly stupid in that every episode is going to be exactly the same, but you're just looking for the subtle varying differences of each episode. And as it goes along, episodes 1 through 3 are going to be really funny. Episodes 5 through 20 are going to suck. And then everything after 20 is going to be hilarious again.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
again. And I think that a way that we could keep it fun and interesting is at different intervals, change up the temperature at which we consume the Peeps Pepsi.
Hey, there you go. There's a variable.
Because like at first, it's going to be out of the refrigerator, maybe poured into a glass. But then, what if you nuke it?
Ooh, how about this? Before the episode starts, we roll a 100-sided die. And whatever the die lands on is the temperature that we have to drink Pepsi at.
We'll just pour it into my electric kettle and get her heating up.
We're drinking 100-degree Pepsi today.
When I was a kid, I used to heat up Dr. Pepper and drink it when I was sick.
That's gross.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Now, you see, when you were a kid, someone had to teach you that, though, because a child...
I remember who it was as well.
Who on earth?
It was you.
Someone that I had never met before. They worked at the place in Florida that I went on vacation, and they were the one getting me hooked up to go parasailing. And for some reason, they were like, yeah, Dr. Pepper is called that because it used to be a medicine. Yeah, next time you're sick, try heating it up. It'll make your sore throat go right away. And I guess I was just like, sweet, I can drink pop when I'm sick.
Well, you're an impressionable young child, so I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
not
Tori was
disbelieving
17
This was last
when he
week,
absorbed
dude.
that one. Now, Tori, look, let's not mince words and let's not dice onions about this, Tori. You took medical advice from a carny. That's all you did.
Yeah.
That's all
it
you
wasn't
did.
great. Yeah.
Did it ever help?
No, that's interesting because it didn't look, it's a warm liquid, so it did feel good.
Yeah, but if I could, we can't just put it at the level of like, well, it didn't not help because there's a lot of things that could just not help when you're sick. Like I could eat batteries and like, it wouldn't make the sore throat worse. It could certainly do other things.
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. Dr. Pepper is meant to be drinking, so batteries are meant to make charge.
And batteries were meant to be licked.
Yeah, well, the square ones where you touch your tongue to it and it feels like you're,
Hold up. Do you
you
not
get a
know
little
what those
fizzy
are?
for a second.
Do you not know what those are?
Oh my God. Okay, Tay, what's a fact that you know?
Tell us about a thing you've learned.
No. I'm just curious that Tori doesn't know the name of it. It's such a common thing.
It's a D battery.
No, it's not.
It's a 9-volt.
It's a 9-volt.
Whatever.
It's really unimportant, Tay.
It's
Tay,
really
I don't know why
that's-
you're posturing. Tay,
Thanks
Tay,
for
I don't know why
ripping the
this is.
fucking brakes to go, I know a thing.
No, that's not what I was doing. Okay,
Yeah.
can I tell you what my true intention there was? You guys will jump down my throat if I misremember or don't know the name of some common basic thing. But when I try to flip it back on you guys, it's like, wow, Tay, way to go. You know a thing.
I can't think of a single time.
Yeah,
we've
do
ever
we
done
do that, or do you just feel like we do that and it's your emotional truth?
Yeah, probably that one. You guys are mean to me sometimes.
Yeah,
Is it-
that's no doubt for sure we are, but anyway, next one. If we're not going to do the Peeps Pepsi,
I don't think there's.
I
much more to
was on board, but I guess it's a
extrapolate.
1 versus 2 vote. So
well,
fuck me,
no,
I guess.
I'm
there's-
on board too.
There's just more options.
No,
Okay, fine.
I'm
I'll
on
hear
board
everything
too.
out before we
Yeah.
vote.
Okay, I don't know if this one's got legs. Ending racism.
I don't like it.
I just don't. Look, great goal. I just don't think I'm the host to make that happen.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough life experience or education to really end the whole thing. I can make statements about the institution, but I can't like end it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not something I'm interested in pursuing.
Like I
like,
said earlier, I'm intellectually into slurs, so
Well, it's more so like I can be interested in being a surgeon. I don't have any of the formal training, so it's
Yeah.
not like what do you expect me to do here? I can't just
you can admire the subject material at a distance, but like engaging in it isn't necessarily your MO. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever does want to start that podcast, look, I'll like and subscribe, but I'm not the one. But I think that this next idea might be good.
Yeah, go for it.
We do a very real and very well-researched science show, but every time we use the word theory, we have to say it in the tone of a Christian who's debating evolution.
Wait, so
So,
for example,
give me an audio
example-
clip of that. Give me an audio clip. A little
okay. What's a theory? What's a scientific theory? I can't think of
All
any
of
of them
them.
now.
Gravity. Just do gravity.
Yeah. Okay. So if we were talking about gravity, you'd be like, yeah. So the force that is keeping everything on the Earth is the theory of gravity, right? Theory.
Okay. After and that sound clip only happens after like an hour of like the history of the study of gravity.
Yeah,
and shit.
and it's
okay,
all
I'm so on
100%
board.
well-researched and everything.
So on board. That rules.
You see, I like that, but it's like the whole point of like scientific research and medical research is that it's constantly changing and there never is foolproof because like literally
Yeah.
it was only in the 70s that we were doing lobotomies. So we don't want to catch it straight like because we're going to be talking about something that we're about to be so wrong on in 20 years time. Like and we're going like fully
yeah.
ironic like and the theory of lobotomies, okay? The theory of lobotomies.
Yeah.
You know what? That could be fun.
But like, hey, we can do episodes to keep up with the time stuff. Like I said, this is a very real, very well-researched show. We're giving out really real stuff. We just have to say the word theory with the tone of a Christian debating evolution.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
You see, now it sounds smarter, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do the research. I'm going to be honest.
I don't
that's
either.
never
Yeah,
been.
That's yeah.
That sounds like way too much work for a podcast.
Again, flawless idea. We're not the ones to execute it though.
No,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, I'm never going to respect a podcaster enough to listen to anything they actually have to say, regardless of how well researched.
Are we patenting or trademarking these ideas, or are these just freebies?
If we're not taking them, they're freebies, but the one we take
Yeah.
at the end is ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we will be very litigious in that. Okay,
Yeah.
so next
so
one.
far, there's one clear winner, but go for it.
This one, I think this one will be good for curious minds. I think we should try and figure out why cats are mean even when you're nice to them.
I know, right? It's so fucked up.
Yeah. Because like sometimes I'll just be going for a pet and next thing I know, I got a claw deep in my skin.
Yeah,
So,
you pet them, you feed them.
I give you food and shit. So I don't know
you
what's
give
going on
'em
here.
Hugs and scritches and stuff, and they're all just kind of like, "Arr," and they fuck you up. Like, why?
I gave this fucking fat boy a home and he harms me physically, quite often.
And emotionally.
He's a big guy too. He leaves bruises.
You know how many homes gave him up before we got him? 4 in a row.
I think you should. I honestly think you should remind him of that more often.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is that a bit?
No.
No,
Oh my
he's
God,
a
I
bad
didn't know
boy.
that. I never knew that.
He's a bad boy.
a criminal.
You see, both of my cats are sweet, so like I can't really.
No.
I can't really.
Your cats aren't
asshole that.
sweet. Your cats are dumb as rocks. There's a difference.
They're very sweet girls. So like they don't do anything wrong other than one of them pukes sometimes, but like otherwise they're not mean. You know, they're quite sweet. So I really can't relate. Again, this is not a subject matter I have the expertise on because I don't know, maybe I'm just a better father than you are, Tori. Maybe I'm just
honestly, you probably are.
Maybe I just read all the better parenting books in terms of just like
I must be doing something terribly wrong because
well, you go out and throw the ball with him? Let me ask you that. You go out and throw the ball with that boy?
no.
See, that's where you're going wrong.
I tried to. I have this toy and I threw it for him and then he looked at me and then clawed my couch. So
I love that man.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we're not going to do that one, I have one last option.
Okay.
We can crack the code on why some farts go and other farts go.
That's another really big researched one, though.
I'm
isn't it?
okay with this research though. This one, when I'm passionate about, if it's
that other
something that's
research
like
was boring and
like
stupid.
ending racism, boring, dumb research doesn't benefit anyone at the end of the day. However, you start talking about the science of like understanding your farts.
Mhm.
That benefits everyone. I feel like that solves racism as a byproduct. Like when we all understand
I think there's
our
going to
farts
be a lot
more.
of positive ripple effects from finding
yeah.
out the answer to the question.
Yeah, it would be one of the greatest scientific achievements of our time if we could understand, like preemptively, what our farts are going to be like before they exit our body.
Because then you know, like, is it safe? Because, like, I'm going to be honest, when you work from home, you kind of lose all social understanding of, like, what farts used to be acceptable in a workplace and what farts are not acceptable in a workplace. So I feel like if I ever had to go back into an office, I'm just gonna let one rip that I don't, again, it's not because I want to, it's because I just don't fully understand how it's gonna sound and feel coming out. And then I'm gonna have to
because you don't
be
have
like,
to
"Ooh."
filter it right now. You're not worried
You're
as you're
letting 'em
pushing.
rip.
Like, is it a or is it a? You know?
No,
You don't have
I'm
to
not
think
putting a
about that.
suppressor on that. I'm letting that thing sang. Right? It doesn't matter. Like there's no suppressor on that bad boy. I am outside just launching nukes. Like fully launching nukes in my office. You know what? I feel like going back to that might be why my cats respect me, is because oftentimes if I have to fart, I'll fart on them.
I do
because
that
it's
too.
Funny.
Hey, wait, hold on. And that makes you a good parent?
Well, they love me and they're very sweet. So
Well, I do that too, and mine isn't.
let me tell you this too. I think I've given them Stockholm syndrome for my farts because whenever I stand up from a chair, they immediately want to
scatter.
sit in that. No, they immediately want to sit on that chair where I was sitting, right where my butt was. Yeah.
Oh, do you smell that little starfish? Oh. Okay, one time I got out of the shower and I was getting dressed and my cat was sitting on the floor next to me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to fart on him. And I squatted over him. I was naked and I farted and it parted his fur.
What the fuck?
You
What
did
the fuck?
not.
You blew like fucking.
You
You blew some serious air pressure in there. You could have filled a tire with that bad boy.
Yeah, the PSI was off the charts, dude.
Getting up to 35 PSI. If you would have put like a tire gauge like up your ass when you farted, you would have blown at least 5, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If I would have somehow controlled that airflow, I probably could have got lift.
Should we do that for our next live action video? See what our fart PSIs
See who can blow the
are?
hardest fart.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be. We're gonna have to find a website that allows that because I don't think that
Oh
we
my
can
God.
properly do.
I don't think that's gonna be
without-
YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be censored.
True.
Well, here's the thing. We can make like we can wear like hospital gowns, like specialty ones that's just got a hole, like just a very small hole where you can like where the gauge comes out. So you don't see anything. It's just only the gauge. So like we're covering everything. I think
Yeah.
that would be in Susan's landscape, maybe acceptable.
I hate to break it to you, but Susan has nothing to do with the company anymore.
Yeah, but it's much more fun to say Susan's website.
It really is.
I don't know who the new guy is,
Who
but
is
like
the new
I
guy?
doubt his name is as fun.
So the CEO of
Of
Google?
YouTube.com.
No, YouTube. God damn it, Google. CEO YouTube. Neil Mohan.
Neil, not even close to being as fun as Susan.
We can't throw that. Like, oh, it's not allowed on Neil's good website. Like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Get Susan back in. Honestly, this is misogyny that Susan was even kicked
It
out.
really is.
Call your congressman.
Call your local congressman.
Tori, your congresswoman.
That's not who I voted for.
Let's be honest, they're mostly congressmen. Now, Tori, extrapolating from that, I would like to maybe suggest another podcast topic. If we're talking about how hard we're blowing farts, can I suggest another like route that we could take this podcast that would provide us with? Let me do some very quick math here. We could get 1 million episodes out of this.
Ooh.
1 million episodes
Wow.
each year.
Each
Ooh.
year?
Each year, we could get 1 million episodes out of this if this was our podcast
It's like-
idea.
Over 10 podcasts a day.
We interview every single person right after they get a DUI. Every
Yes.
DUI in the United
Ooh.
States,
Mhm.
instead of before they get booked, they get their mug shot, they do their fingerprint, then they come on the podcast, then they go in the sober tank, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
so we get them fresh off the DUI.
Yep.
Because that would be the most fucking they're like trying to the fucking cop I blew wrong. It was the fucking cop's fault, man. Like,
I had
totally,
2 beers. All right, 2 beers.
2 beers. No fucking way. That cop is fucking out to get me anyway. Also, he followed me home from the bar where I've been there. He's the one that waited since 10 a.m. this morning. He's the one that had a problem. It's like, so you've been at the bar since 10 a.m.?
Okay, Tyler, but let me hit you with this. Are you emotionally prepared for the episode where the person that you interview crashed and killed a family of 4?
We do the fun DUIs.
Okay.
Yeah, we do like they were swerving. Oh, they hit a light post while trying to
We get-
park
we
or
get the
something.
They went over the roundabout. Yeah, like that.
We get the
kind of
field sobriety test
Okay,
people.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not getting those people they don't even make it to jail. They go right to hell.
You know what'd be fucking funny? As a side note, if
Yeah.
while they were doing a field sobriety test, they had a close-up magician there.
Can you follow along with this trick? Whoa! Honestly, that should be part of the punishment of getting a DUI. You know how you have to get whiskey plates and then everyone laughs and points at you because you're a fucking idiot? Like, look at the fucking loser who drives drunk. What an idiot.
Mhm.
Like, imagine part of that shame is you're forever immortalized in that moment. It's basically like the sex offender registry. You have the DUI podcast where like anyone, and it's all public information, where
Mhm.
anyone can just look up your name and then listen to your podcast episode where you got booked for a DUI.
Damn,
Yeah.
we would end so many people's careers.
It'd be fucking embarrassing as shit. It'd be so fucking embarrassing because we can just have like a bunch of questions like ready to go to ask them. Or it's just like, a real quick question before you walk in the drunk tank. Do you feel like a dipshit? Do you feel like one?
Damn it.
You're-
I just checked to see if we could get the website drunk.gov and no can do on that one.
Aw.
Thought maybe that'd be good for get the branding going, but
Can I slot in another podcast idea potential?
Yeah.
What if we did podcast episodes in the worst possible places for podcasts.
Yeah.
Each episode is a new place, right? So you've got
Sure.
like the stock exchange, a shipyard,
Yeah.
a dump. You know?
You're really testing how well I can denoise a podcast. You really,
Exactly.
you just
Yes.
No. I think you should not denoise it.
Yeah, no. Like, do minimal amounts so like you can still kind of understand the hosts, but like the fun of the show is like being mid-topic, then all of a sudden an air horn goes off. And you're just like, all right, that's just part of the show now.
Sure. You're just in a coal mine. And we could still be doing the show remotely. So all three of us are in different locations. So like I'm at a baseball game, Tay's on the subway.
Oh no. Okay, that's a compound that I didn't think about, is that we're all in different locations. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'd like to not be somewhere noisy. I'd just like to be somewhere where everyone hates me. So like you're at a baseball game, Tay's on the subway, but I'm in line at the grocery store and I'm just like, I'm at the check-in line and I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah. No, that's really funny, Tori. I like the Peeps. Hey. And then I'm like slowing up the line because I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my Peeps Pepsi for this week. Hey, could you go run and grab me the Peeps Pepsi? And everyone's like, can you move aside then? And I'm like, excuse me, I'm on the phone.
I waited in
Rude.
line here longer than all of you.
I waited in line. Now you can wait too. What was that, Tori? Tori? Oh, it sounds like they're doing pretty good. Was that a home run?
So
Yeah.
I think that could be something good.
And then meanwhile, I'm in like an abandoned warehouse, just like,
Yeah, guys, I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Guys, I think that's pretty
There's just
cool.
9 of you all hitting the microphones like simultaneously.
I feel like we can combine all three where we can get really loud location, which counts as inside of a jail. Like we're inside of a jail.
Okay.
And while the person who's drunk is being booked, and again, DUI, and they have to try Peeps Pepsi before they go in the drunk tank.
Okay.
And we ask them every okay, before you go in, it's the Pepsi sponsored DUI Peeps Pepsi.
Pepsi sponsored
Pepsi is sponsoring it. And like they're trying to get it to take off because they're really sick of everyone ordering rum and Cokes. They really want it to be a rum and Peeps Pepsi.
Yep.
Okay.
Peeps Pepsi and Patron.
So you know what we don't have for this podcast yet? A name.
Listeners? Oh.
I think
Self-respect.
a great name for this podcast that we're hypothesizing would be the DUI guys.
That's very good. That's very good.
It's a real look into what honestly I feel like it could get bigger than like This American Life or like what's Serial probably. It could probably get bigger than
it'd be
Serial.
huge.
Also, when we're talking about the show to other people, we are also going to really talk about it like we're out there making a difference and not just capitalizing on someone's misfortune for our own, clout and or financial gain.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There is a positive mission to this, though, because one, we're embarrassing everyone that gets a DUI so much that everyone is so afraid of drunk driving because it's not like are the DUI guys going to show up? Like, it's not are they going to show up? It's if you get a DUI, they will show up. And you will have to get the interview done. And then you do have to also drink the full 2 liters of Peeps Pepsi. And they're so afraid of that they no longer want to drive drunk. It wasn't the threat of killing a family of 4 that was enough to make them not want to drive drunk. It was, fuck, it's going to be really noisy in there and it's going to hurt my ears when I'm drunk. And I'm also going to have to drink Peeps Pepsi and get embarrassed by podcasters.
You're so right about the amount of podcast episodes we could do too. Because in Minnesota alone, there's an average of 68 DWIs per day.
What the
Love
fuck
that.
is wrong with people? What in the actual fuck makes you think like it's like a joke? That's what's so funny about it is that like for like younger generations of people, it's like actively like a joke. Like, yeah, just downed a few beers, think I'm good to drive. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
like,
even
we-
like considered a real thing because it's
like,
so joking.
We have made it such like a what's the word? Like, I know exactly what you're talking about, to where it's like hyperbolic and it just doesn't mean anything. Because
Yeah.
like I've seen so many fucking shirts or like memes or whatever where it's just like drive drunk, do it. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, as a normal functioning adult, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's something so fucking evil that everyone has just decided, like, why the fuck would I do that? Like, DUIs are like kind of reserved for like 45 and ups driving home from the casino. That's who I imagine is like the heaviest percentage of DUIs.
Do you want me
They're
to
just-
fact check that one or
No, it's baseless claims.
I've already got the webpage open.
All right, what's the stat? What's the stat? Who's getting the most DUIs? What's the age range with the most DUIs?
Let's see.
I doubt it has that information on the ready.
16% of involved individuals were under 21 years of age.
Everyone I know who's gotten a DUI is under 30.
Well, how many people do you know over 45?
Very few.
All of them.
You know all of them?
Yeah.
Wow, 49% of DWI arrests are on the weekends, so be careful of that. Oh, but then we're gonna have to record on weekends.
Ah, fuck it. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too. Fuck that.
Weekends are when I drink and drive.
I'm busy drinking. I can't show up to
I'm
podcast.
driving and drinking.
I'm gonna be hammered.
How about to incorporate the extra noise? We find the drunk drivers before the cops do, and we're just driving next to them, like sticking the mic out the window, trying to like,
you just like shuffle a boom in through their open window.
hey, are you
Wait.
drunk?
So
Hey!
do we hang out at bars and then just like laser guide
And we follow them
one
home,
guy?
but not threateningly. It's for content.
It's for
Don't
content.
worry. We're not following you home threateningly. We're doing it for podcast purposes.
Question.
Yeah.
Would we ever is this an equal opportunity podcast? Are we doing both men and women and non-binary DWIs, or is this going to be just
Yeah, we're not
guys?
Are you kidding?
What
We're not
the- why would
saving
it-
non-binaries from their DUI charges or women from their
think
DUI
that this
charges?
was going to be a male-only
Hey,
podcast?
I'm just asking questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you were just asking questions.
We're not trying to sweep the crimes under the rugs just because they're non-binary doesn't mean they get like a full like. Come on, you don't get
I'm just-
diplomatic immunity.
I'm just saying that if
Get
we
they them's ass to jail. You know what I'm saying?
if we non-threateningly follow a woman home from the bar, that's going to be a bit less optically good for us.
It's just
But
us,
hey,
like we're following, like thinking, like yeah, we're just trying to get her on our podcast. Next thing we know, we're like running, like gosh, she's really trying to get to her car pretty fast.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Are we really going to consider just like, oh, well, you know, the optics are pretty bad for us. Like, we look pretty bad following that drunk woman driving home, like swerving all over the road. Yeah, we're the ones that look bad in this situation.
well, yeah, because you're giving them a platform.
I'm platforming drunk drivers.
That's true. You know, we haven't thought about the consequences
If
of
we
that.
really want to get Twitter brained about it, then yeah, that's the that's the bottom of the barrel.
I'm platforming drunk drivers.
yeah, you're giving
it's-
them a platform, so really you're the evil one.
I would love to see if there's a boost in drunk drivers because they're like, I just really wanted to be on the show. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm
Oh.
such a big fan. Long time, first time.
Oh my god, it's you guys! I'm so excited to be on
Okay,
the
roll the dice.
show.
What temperature is the Pepsi at today? I'm so excited. I really
We
hope
give
it's
them-
boiling.
We give them like we can like give them a chance to like guess what they're gonna blow. You know, on the breathalyzer.
It's essentially, it combines with like hot ones.
Yeah.
Like with even hotter questions, and they're drinking like literally boiling Pepsi. Like it's getting progressively like hotter. They have to like down a boiling liquid. Like, oh, no one ever makes it past 85, but I'm really gonna do it. Like I'm a longtime listener. I think I can do it.
Man, we would definitely get sponsored by some weird companies.
Oh, 100%.
We're gonna have like tasers or like gadgets that are meant to like it's like gonna time lock your keys so you can't drive home, like you physically can't drive the car home.
And at-home breathalyzers or whatever.
Yep.
No, like very like a much better concealed flask is gonna sponsor the show.
Yeah.
Or just
Bud
like
Light, just like
So yeah, we don't want to
fake
take
breath.
a position because otherwise our show would be like
I don't know. I'm pretty anti-drunk drive. I don't know if I want to take the position of pro-drunk driving.
No. We have to have no stance that we can show both like products that are hidden.
I'm a
flasks
drunk driving
and also,
centrist. I'm pretty neutral on the topic of drunk driving.
I like to hear both sides of the argument.
No. Let's hear out the guy off 12 Miller Lights. I'm sure he's got something really intelligent to say about how drunk driving is definitely a classist crime.
I just want to go home.
It definitely targets lower class individuals.
Of course it does.
Great. More Twitter brained arguments about this fucking show that were disproportionately like screwing over lower class people because of their drunk driving charges. Look, I love the podcast, but let's get back to our regularly scheduled bullshit, okay?
Mhm.
All right.
What are you the Nepo baby of? Like if you were gonna, what's your Nepo baby benefit that you have in your life? Like, oh, my mom works at a bank or something, so I got a free checking account or some bullshit like that. It doesn't have to be something crazy, but like, what's your hidden benefit? Mine was my mom worked at a grocery store. So like normal kids, if they wanted like, oh, damn, I'm out of ramen. Mom, could you like grab some more when you go grocery shopping? You might not get ramen for like another week, right? When the next grocery store like trip is scheduled for. When your mom works at a grocery store, it's instant gratification. I'm the Nepo baby of instant gratification on food items that I wanted. So it's like, shit, mom, I need more ramen. I'm getting it that day. Like without question, it's showing up that exact day. I don't have to wait.
The problem with that was, and just because I know I spent a lot of time with you as you were growing up, and yes, you would get a lot of groceries, but your mom's also a coupon lady. And so a lot of times she's also just stocking up on shit that you really don't need and nobody asked for or wants, but now you have 20 of them. Eat up, pig boy.
Yeah, no, we were definitely an ingredient household.
Like, Mom, I want ramen. Do you remember that time that she bought like 15 packs of shrimp flavored ramen?
That was my stupid stepdad.
Oh, okay.
That's a stepdad move.
Yeah, that's a big stepdad move from what I've heard of stepdads.
Fuck you, Tay. You're the Nepo baby of having parents together.
You're the Nepo baby of happy parents. Idiot.
I mean,
my mom was like, I want to make it very clear. Like, I got the instant gratification, but if I asked my mom for like, Mom, can I get Danimals? No shot it was happening. Like, it was not anything I requested. It was, if you requested something that's why I had the coupon book for the grocery store that she worked at. So then I would know what's on sale. So then I could make requests that were sale items.
Okay.
So if something was on sale and reasonable enough, I could get that thing. But if I was like, yo, Mom, let me get some Go-Gurt, not a fucking shot in hell. No fucking way. Had to be within reason. But I got whatever. I got instant food. Never ran out of food. Never had a moment where I was like, oh, there's nothing to eat. I would throw some random bullshit together. Always had something.
You really did
disgusting.
eat random bullshit. Some
really
very
did.
vile combinations.
Yeah, but it was an ingredient household. So like, it's not like I had like Oreos to snack on. It was just, I had random ingredients.
You have loose meats, various carbs that you can put with it.
Yeah, 100%. I have so many different carb options, loose meats, and then like various sauces of random kinds that that'll microwave well, I think.
Yuck. There's no sauces that microwave well outside of marinara.
I've never considered that, but I think you're 100% correct.
I'm gonna go put some ranch in the microwave and I'll report back next episode.
Ew.
Go fuck yourself.
Next episode, I have like It didn't go well.
It's just like the worst possible outcome.
Instant throat cancer. Totally fried all of my vocal cords.
I think my Nepo baby thing, I have a few of them, as you guys have pointed out on the show before. I think just the fact that I know how to sail a catamaran is enough to like.
Fuck you.
Go to hell.
Exactly.
That's
right?
the most annoying thing you could have ever said.
I'm the
Exactly.
Nepo baby of the sea. Okay. What are you fucking? Is this a Percy Jackson book? Daughter of Poseidon? Fucking. Oh, look at me. I have various aquatic vehicles that I can
You
transport.
said the word catamaran. You didn't
No one
say
knows
I
what that
sailed
is.
in my boat, or even I drove my boat, or even my family had a boat. You said, I know how to sail a catamaran.
I'm going to piss you guys off so bad right now. Let me count out loud how many boats, like
Fuck.
flotational things that my parents own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I was going to be pissed off at one, but this
I
is
think-
getting to be ridiculous.
I think the total is 7.
What? How many? Are there even that many things that float? How many different aquatic devices of transportation do we have legally?
Do you want me to go over all of them?
I'd like to.
Oh.
So my dad has a sport catamaran.
dad.
Oh, a
A
sport,
sport
catamaran.
catamaran? What the fuck? No one even knows what a catamaran is. Now you put sport in front of it? Great. We got the fucking Mercedes-Benz of catamarans.
He has another catamaran.
Oh, just his pedestrian everyday catamaran.
Actually, I don't know if he has that one anymore.
His everyday driver, his
Yeah, he
catamaran that he
bought-
goes to work in, and then his weekend catamaran for fun that he slacks the top off on it.
He bought the sport catamaran in kind of a fucked up state and restored it, and then kind of poached parts from the other catamaran to make the sport one better, if that makes sense.
Sure.
They own a canoe, a kayak, a wooden like outboard motor boat. That one's really fun to drive. Various tubes and like inflational flotation-y things.
You got a pontoon boat?
No, we don't have any. The only power boat that my dad owns is the actual like wooden one with the outboard motor. He doesn't own like a pontoon or a speedboat.
Tori, I'll say this. No, of course he doesn't own a pontoon boat. A pontoon boat is the working class man's
It
boat,
really
okay?
is.
Not this fucking high class family sport catamaran. No one
Mhm.
even knows what a catamaran is.
Are all of your catamarans stored at your Canadian lake home?
No, they are stored here in the States because it costs more to keep boats up there. But
Oh,
that's-
and so for easier access, I don't go up there very often, so I need them accessible to me on my lake house.
also, I don't remember the last time my dad even took the catamaran out on the lake. It's been quite a few years.
He's got fucking Jay Leno's garage where he just shows off all of his cars that he owns.
Mm-hmm.
That is bullshit. So you're just Tay, you're not the Nepo baby of the sea. You're
I
just,
just am a
Nepo,
Nepo
baby.
baby,
Yeah,
yeah.
you just are. Like once it gets to be like, oh, my father owns catamarans. You're just the Nepo baby then.
And let me tell you, it just makes it so much more sweet that I didn't turn out the way they wanted me to.
I'm forcing your father to adopt me.
How can you do that one, bud?
I don't know.
Good suck.
I'll figure it out.
Oh,
He's gonna adopt me, and he's gonna show me how to sail a boat.
catamaran.
I'm not calling it that.
You fucker.
You should
not
because
calling
they're
it
two
that.
different things. A sailboat and a catamaran are two different things.
A boat is for anyone could afford that.
No.
A catamaran, it's
No,
got
no, no,
two
no.
points of contact with the water.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Did you just Google what a catamaran was, Tori?
Yeah, I didn't know.
once I get in close enough with Tay's dad is when I'm going to be like, Papa, show me how to sail the catamaran. And after like a couple years of that, where we're doing like woodworking and sailing and a bunch of shit together, he's going to finally come up to me and he's going to be like, you know what? I'm really proud of you and all that you've accomplished, son. And then he's going to hand me a gun and there's going to be a human being that he just let out of a trap 30 yards down.
Hey, whoa,
and he's going to be
whoa.
like, kill them. This is your
No.
final step into my world. Kill them.
My dad is way too timid to hunt man for sport.
No, he has Tyler hunt man. For
Yeah,
sport.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just likes to watch. He's a nasty freak like that.
Snaps his fingers and then he fucking takes him out in the sport catamaran and bleeds him off the side of the boat.
So I was really worried that what you were going to say was that my dad would tell you, you're like the son I never had.
Well, as long as I get in the catamaran, I'm happy. Tay, don't be selfish.
No, but for real though, my dad fucking rules. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, he rules as in he's the ruling class. Like,
Yeah.
he's... Tori, what are you the Nepo baby of? Now that... Well, I threw out something
Nothing.
light.
I've had to work hard for everything I have.
Bootstraps.
Same.
I fucking bootstrapped that shit like no one's business.
Tori, I know what you're the Nepo baby of. You're the Nepo baby of vaping devices.
True
Yeah.
though.
Tori's the
True.
Nepo baby of weed and vaping devices.
Yeah, that's true. and also, I lost my job, and then my brother was like, "You want to work for my company?" And I was like, "Yep."
But it's more so just like...
But I'm not a nepo baby. I earned that position.
Yeah, sure
not
did,
even
bud.
that. No, it's not even the job aspect of it. It's just like, hey, Tori, you want to try this product? Like, Tori's just
Yeah,
got...
that's also true. Yeah.
Tori, you want to try this product? Tori's got nicotine products on deck anytime he
Yeah.
wants them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the company is a series of like e-cig and legal dispensary. So it's like, hey, have all the juices at a big discount. Hey, Tori, you want to try some of these fucking THC gummies and stuff? Like, yeah, sure. What's up?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, no cost for me? Even better.
That
Tori's
rules.
essentially just like a mini kingpin.
I am.
So he's not like a regular bowling kingpin. He's like one of those like bowling balls the size of an orange kingpin.
Well, he's not the kingpin kind of talks like this. And Tori's like the little sidekick that's like, yeah, you better listen to what he said. It's
Mhm.
okay. I can engage in stereotype. I'm Italian.
Oh, that's true. What is something you want to be the Nepo baby of? Like if you could choose one thing.
Probably respecting women.
I bet probably the Nepo baby of feminism, so that I could spread equality all throughout this world. No, fuck that. I want to be the Nepo baby of Sobe, so that I have a constant stream of Sobe strawberry daiquiri drinks just
Yeah.
always stocked in the
Sure.
house.
That's
Like
pretty
no
cool.
questions asked. Like it's always there.
I would want my dad to actually work for Nintendo because it'd be funny.
That would be extremely funny. And also the perks you would get would be insane.
Yeah, my dad's a good guy though. He would never break NDA.
Oh, of course. But for his sweet little baby boy.
For
Maybe a little
He'd be like in
sweet-
this one we see Peach's titties. And yeah, they're
Whoa.
perky, son. They're perky.
and he could get that into the final game release. He'd like, hey, I got you the American
for you,
version is
sport.
censored, but I got you the Japanese version, which is
Yeah.
uncensored. Yeah. It goes crazy. You would not believe how hard Mario hangs dong in Mario Party 9. It's gonna be so crazy.
Let's go.
They're actually skipping 9. They're calling it Mario Party X.
XXX. I want to be the Nepo baby of specifically Delta Airlines.
That's a good one.
What, you have C? Now you want the
I
air?
can literally
That's
go,
a really good one.
I could go anywhere. I can go anywhere on like good planes.
Imagine just being able to be like, Father, I'd like to go to Scotland. And then you just get on a fucking Airbus where you can take a shower mid-flight.
Yep. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
God, that's so good.
I
Mhm.
should just be a pilot. Can I merge into pilotry this late in life?
It's pretty easy. because they do like the planes kind of fly themselves at this point.
It's just computers. You just tell the computer.
From what I've heard too, there's actually a pilot shortage because like wages aren't growing for them.
That's
so you
fine.
could probably jump the picket line.
That's totally fine. I'll scab for this. I will scab so hard for this, as long as they're chill about me having horrible eyesight.
Not important. You're so high up, can't see much anyways.
I can see the radar right in front of
as long
me.
as you can see what's right in front of you, you'll be fine.
Yeah, like I don't know how to read the radar, but I can see it legally. Plus, I want to fly Delta, and those are nice planes. I'm not trying to fly Spirit, which is essentially they just give you like a fucking Logitech like G29 like Mario Kart wheel, and they're like, land this fucker.
You get into a Spirit Airlines like cockpit, and it's just a Mad Catz controller duct taped to a pole.
And also, it's that thing where like it's a wired controller, first of all, and the wire started fraying, so they put some electrical tape around it.
And the X button is sticky as fuck.
Air traffic controllers probably hate Spirit Airlines because on a Delta flight, it's like, hello, tower, this is Delta something or other. Oh, yes, thank you, Delta something or other. Go ahead. And then they get to the Spirit Airline one. It's
Bluetooth in like the fucking the BT little earbud thing that people were using. No, but it's like breaking up every other second too. Like there's This is unrelated, but it always pissed me the fuck off because I had a friend who insisted, well, Tori, we were playing with him all the time. We had a friend who insisted that like when he couldn't hear anything or we couldn't hear him in online games, because we had the PlayStation Gold headsets, like the over-ear, like big ones. And he had the shitty little like Menards $5 Bluetooth earpiece.
Yeah.
And he would insist, he's like, no, it's your guys' headset that's bad. Like mine works fine. It's like, no, it fucking doesn't. You're fucking lying to yourself.
Just record him for 5 seconds and send that clip over
it's
to
like
him.
you can hear anything like clear as day, and then he tries to talk, and it's like, I don't go any shit. I'm fucking dead.
I think that's one of like the most pure forms of comedy on the internet too, is like playing an online game, like a
And
competitive
yelling
game or whatever.
slurs is
And
like the
slurring.
purest form
Because
of
you're an
No.
intellectual fan.
Okay. I'm pulling the plug on this episode. So thank you so much for listening to our show. Go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, and or review. Really helps us out. Gets us into an algorithm.
It's been a while. It's okay. Muscle through it. Oh no. Don't cry. Oh no. Oh jeez.
Help us beat the algorithm. And if you want to join in the discourse, you can join our Discord by looking at the description of wherever you're listening to this show.
You can also go over to youtube.com/shapelessmedia, which is the YouTube channel that corresponds with this show. You can get every single episode when it goes live and hundreds of other videos we made in the past.
and will make in the future.
Stop.
Up in the stars.
Here we go. Shapeless Starfield coming soon.
Coming soon.
Shut
You
the
heard it
fuck
here
up.
first.
We're going to do the playthrough first, and then we're
Shut
going to add
the
mod
fuck
support
up.
afterwards. We're going to do a full playthrough first, and then we're going to get mods in a
And-
playthrough afterwards.
And special for Starfield, I'm going to be on the episodes. We haven't done
And
anything
they're also
like this
daily.
before. They're
daily
dude.
episodes as well. And each episode is 35 minutes, or however long you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lobotomize myself.
Can you do that?
Not enough force.
It takes a lot of grit. I believe in him.
I'll pull myself up by the bootstraps to lobotomize myself.
Tori hasn't had anything handed to him. He's not the Nepo baby of medical procedures.
Yeah.
He had to do that himself. He had to work hard for his own lobotomy.
Damn, that's the most American answer to that question. I want to be the Nepo baby of healthcare so I can actually get it.
So all my aches and pains can be seen by a professional.
I want my dad to be the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield so that I can just fucking go and get shit done whenever I want.
I go through doctors faster than I do a box of tissues.
We've now reached the final point in the episode where you can just throw out currently, since we are still baseless claims and we aren't the DUI guys, it's the part of the episode where you just throw out a baseless claim and it's whatever you want to say. And it doesn't have to be based in any amount of fact or anything. You just say whatever you like. Today I had to reach out to, embarrassingly, this is hard to say. I had to reach out to Crunchyroll customer service, and I believe I believe I should be put down for that.
I believe you should too.
Yeah. Night, night, bud.
Hey, when you said, "Hey, something's wrong with my account," did the representative go, "Oh,
Yeah, there's something wrong with your account. You have one.
I would recommend stop spending the money on Crunchyroll. Maybe get a Tinder, account. Let's try and, see if we can get you
Oh
some
my
dates,
God.
pal."
I know we're in the outro here, but did you guys hear about the Tinder subscription service that they're launching?
Is it only for anime fans?
No, Tori, it's $500 a month.
Does it guarantee you get fucked?
They say
They're
you're
trying.
guaranteed
They are
matches,
trying. They are
but,
trying
like,
to
how
get
the
you
fuck
fucked.
do you do that?
The first person signs up and there's no other women on there to match with them. And they just look over at one of the ladies in the office look, we can give you a huge bonus this year, but you're going to have to do some things you're not going to like.
Oh, so they're doing the Blizzard method of it.
Yes. They call it getting koticked.
Oh, no.